Well, Coventry manager Gordon Strachan has dismissed reports linking Leeds with striker Darren Huckerby as a replacement for Hasselbank. And he's told Aston Villa not to consider trying to buy Huckerby's strike partner Noel Whelan.
Noel Whelan's happy. Very, very. I've never seen him happier. So it's no work, that trick's no work. Huckerby is always happy. And he's happy this morning, so nothing's worked here to upset us. But people must listen to what myself or the players saying. And then they'll get the truth. Anything else is, as I say, propaganda.
We've been dropped in it by Jimmy Hasselbank refusing to play for this club. We need a striker, we know that. But we're not going to magic him out in there. And I'm not going to spend the money silly on somebody that we don't want.
Now, you've been linked with every striker this side of the equator, but eyes on anyone in particular?
We're going to be linked with everybody. You know, we're linked with somebody today, it's fish and chip paper tomorrow. I know who I want. But let everybody else speculate, because that's all they're doing is speculate.
£4 million fee with Coventry for striker Darren Huckerby. The 23-year-old will sign a 5-year deal after completing a medical at Ellen Road later today. Huckerby will replace Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, who joined Atletico Madrid last week.
Most of his goals might be memorable, but Leeds haven't got a striker in good form at the moment. Darren Huckerby has found the back of the net just once in his last 19 matches at Wimbledon in May. Huckerby started at Lincoln, then moved to Newcastle, where he played just 2 matches as sub. But Coventry took a £1 million gamble on the talented youngster and were rewarded with something. Last season, following the departure of the experienced Dion Dublin, more responsibility was placed on Huckerby's shoulders, and he weighed in with 9 Premiership goals as Coventry avoided the drop. Leeds United's need for a striker is obvious. After Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, their leading scorer in the last 2 seasons, suddenly headed to Spain on the eve of the new season. The young Leeds forward line certainly lacked a cutting edge 2 days later in their goalless opener against Derby County. Ironically, Leeds were linked with Huckerby's Coventry strike partner Noel Whelan. But instead, manager David O'Leary, who spent £5 million on another striker, Michael Bridges, during the summer, has now bought one of the game's most exciting, if at times unpredictable, players. And Leeds still have £8 million left of the Hasselbank transfer money. Guy Havord, Sky Sports.
Signing Coventry striker Darren Huckerby this afternoon for an initial fee of £4 million. That's an initial fee.
But £4 million for the 23-year-old, but that could rise to as much as £5.5 million. The Leeds United chairman, though, has stressed that this signing doesn't affect the money David O'Leary has to spend on a replacement for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
There is a tinge of irony, David, I suppose, in that on the day you go out and lash out a big fee on Darren Huckerby, one of the strikers you've already got scores a hat-trick.
Well, the Darren Huckerby saga, Darren's not replacement for Jimmy Hasselbank. The money for Jimmy Hasselbank is there. When I sold Clyde Vineyard in the summer, we were on the lookout to bring somebody in. So if Jimmy Hasselbank had been here, you know, Darren Huckerby would have been coming. Coventry were wanting 6 million and wanting 5.25. The chairman told me with Vineyard out, getting £1 million, we had something left in the pot to buy somebody for 4 million, and that's what we've done with Darren Huckerby. As I say, that's all we were prepared to pay, and in the end, that's what Coventry gave us him for. And he'd be a great addition. He's young, he's quick, he's 23 years of age, and as I say, we were in the hunt for 2 strikers, now I'm only in the hunt for 1.
A lot of people were surprised at the rapid departure of Darren Huckerby today.
He's very fast, you know.
It would be a rapid departure from him, if nothing else. But is that good business on your part, or is that just the economic realities of being the manager of Coventry?
Well, we can only tell, like any transfer, you can only tell in 3 years' time if it's been good or not. For both clubs, the selling club and the buying club. But what we've done, it's quite emotional, Dave, because we all love the man. Me probably more than anybody else. And I wish him all the best. And I've lost a friend, and when you lose a friend in any business, then you're a bit upset. But as Frank Sinatra said, that's life.
Gordon Strachan as philosophical as ever.
He's not guaranteed a first-team place. The Leeds manager believes the £4 million man can be just as effective as a substitute. Meanwhile, Michael Bridges, who exploded onto the Premiership scene with a hat-trick at Southampton last night, has modestly put his success down to luck.
Darren Huckerby met up with his new teammates for the first time this morning. He's keeping quiet for the time being about his move, that's at least until a press conference tomorrow. The manager, though, has been more forthcoming.
He's young,
He's English, and he gives me a great deal of pace. And I think, you know, if we can hit balls over the top, away from home particularly, late on in games, we know Darren can get on to them. You know, fantastic.
The arrival of another striker certainly prompted the perfect response from another Leeds new boy, Michael Bridges, last night. His hat-trick at the Dell, ensuring a 3-0 win for Leeds United.
Bit of variety. I missed kick for the first. Great run by Danny for the second. He's gone down the right-hand side, whipping a great ball to give us my second, and then the third. Harty's putting a great cross near post. Managed to get my head there, so just tripped a bit.
I saw you holding on to the match ball. Nobody was taking that off you at the end,
I ran straight to the referee after the game, grabbed it under my top, and then went to see the fans because we've been singing all game, so I was really pleased.
The pressure to hold on to first-team places is certainly building up at Leeds at the moment. Darren Huckerby has proved his Premiership credentials at Coventry, but now he's got to do the same with his new club.
That's the type of squad I'm trying to build here. And I can see Darren playing. I can see Darren on the bench and bring them on. Maybe 30 minutes, 35 to lighten things up. I think he'll lighten a few centre-halves up. It gives me another option.
More money spent and another new face arrives at Leeds United's training base, and it might not be too long before another striker comes in as well. Suggestions are that Leeds could be ready to buy within the next few days. Bryn Law, Sky Sports.
Well, Darren Huckerby could make his Leeds debut in tomorrow's game at Old Trafford. Huckerby is the latest young English player to join the Elland Road revival as David O'Leary continues to build a team for the future and emulate the success Ferguson has had with United.
Leeds' latest signing made his first formal appearance at Elland Road today. Darren Huckerby's pitched up in time to be pitched in against his new club's fiercest rivals.
I don't know about that, you know, there's, like the manager said, there's 19 players ready for the game, so hopefully I'm just one of them.
It would be a great place to start your Leeds career though, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it's nice to play any game, but it's go and play at Old Trafford.
This is the fixture the Leeds fans look forward to. Their dislike of their Trans-Pennine opponents every bit as strong as the manager's respect for those from Old Trafford.
They're the ultimate. Man United are the best. They won 3 trophies. I was in Barcelona on that wonderful night when they won the European Cup. Fantastic for them. Fantastic ground. You know, great manager and great players. And hopefully, and it's not going to happen this season or next season, but hopefully next few years when if people are patient and believe in me, hopefully we can build the same type of thing.
David O'Leary's already learnt a lot from one successful Scottish manager, but he's not about to claim he's found Fergie's secret of success.
Just bought his book, so might get something in that. No, I think he's a great manager, but I think you need luck as well. You need to be a lucky manager. You need to be very good at your job, but you need to be a lucky manager. You need things like, I think if you had to win the doubles or trebles for all the great side you have, you know, you need a Dennis Bergkamp to miss a penalty against you. You need to be, you know, we were there that night in Barcelona, with nothing left on the clock. You need things like that to happen. That's what, at the end of the day, helps along the way. So, apart from ability and being very, very good at your job, I think you need that as well.
Reading Fergie's book might not make for a restful night's sleep ahead of the game tonight, but then neither does consideration of Leeds' recent record at Old Trafford. Still, the manager is not daunted by a test against the team he calls the best.
I don't mind getting it on with them. Get it on as early as possible. I've told Alex over the next few years we're going to pursue them, home and away. Let's get it on. No, but they're the benchmark.
And now David O'Leary will be keen to see just how well his newly strengthened squad measures up in the lunchtime showdown at Old Trafford. Bryn Law, Sky Sports.
Rather look at the Premiership.
It's a high noon kick-off at Old Trafford tomorrow, and Leeds have a new hotshot in town. £4 million striker Darren Huckerby is in line for a debut.
When we go with Coventry, it's always trying to get a point, but yeah, we're looking to get 3 points and do a job on them. So it's a little bit different.
It's a big game. It's 3 points. It'd be great for the fans to win it, because I'd love to do it for the fans.
Huckerby will link up with midweek hat-trick hero Michael Bridges, and Manchester United boss is well aware of the threat from the Leeds strike force.
You know Huckerby is very quick, and they've got Smith up front that can play Q up front. There's some options.
They actually unveiled their latest multi-million-pound man. With that and the rest of the day's sport news, here's Ian Dennis.
Darren Huckerby looks set to be thrown in at the deep end with Leeds United. After signing earlier this week, he could well start tomorrow against Manchester United. He's cost an initial £4 million, but that figure could rise to £5.5 million.
Look at the stadium, look at everything, it's a great club. I'm just happy to be here.
Was it a wrench to leave Coventry?
It was hard to leave, I've got a lot of good friends here, a lot of good teammates, but when a chance like this comes you can't say no.